What's going on, guys? Back with another YouTube video, and in this YouTube video we're going to talk about XPENG and how it could possibly be the next NIO. So shares of this Chinese electric car maker surged 33% in Thursday trading following its first earnings report as a public company. The market appears to be putting aside widening third quarter net losses of around 750 million last year for the upstart and focusing on a robust delivery growth of 265.8% year over year to 8,578 vehicles. XPeng also saw a total revenue rise 342.5% from last year, which is around $293.1 million, as the electric car market in China has remained on an upswing. So the growth in deliveries and bullish market reaction is likely to bring greater attention to what the Tesla rival does. So XPeng doesn't make its own batteries like GM or Tesla, instead partnering with outside industry leaders. But it's no EV slouch in its own right. The EV market has two models in the Chinese electric car market that have launched to critical acclaim for snazzy information systems and autonomous technology. It has another model on the way in 2021 with more upgrades for its autonomous driving, similar to how Tesla operates. The company's guidance suggests it's banking on its new products being well received and the Chinese market staying electric. So here are just a couple of vehicles that they have out right now, which is the G3 and this SUV type car. Then they have a sportsy car as well. So now that we've taken a look, what the company has been doing and what it will be doing, let's actually look at the charts and see what it's telling us from a technical standpoint. Alright guys, so the symbol for XPENG is actually XPEV. So there isn't much to go off of just because we IPO'd back in 2020 at the late end of August. As you can see, we IPO'd around, what was that, $25, and then we just saw a massive sell-off and we hit lows of around $17. So we dropped around $7 to $8 from the initial release. So let's chart this out real quick. So we had a general strong support area around this 1750 mark, and then we had a general resistance around this mark right here, the 23 mark. And as you can notice, we just had this pre-earnings earn up, as just how we're seeing now with NIO, how I mentioned in the previous video how NIO had a pre-earnings run up and we kind of sold off, but with XPeng we had the earnings run up and we actually kept running up into earnings, and we saw a sell-off that was mainly accredited to today's sell-off. Even though they announced earnings yesterday, we did push up. We hit highs of 48.60, and then we ended up closing yesterday after earnings was announced to around $44. And then, similar to NIO, we gapped up in the morning and ran to $51, and then we just saw this massive sell-off and hit lows of $37. So like I said, there isn't too much to go off of just because this company is new. So let's try to chart out as much as we can. So we see a general support area around this mark right here, and then a general resistance around here. So we know this is a resistance because it failed to close above this area on this occasion right here, and then we pushed up to it and we got rejected once again. And we know this is actually a support because each time we hit this area, we found buyers and we pushed on it back up. And then we had this earnings run up, and that created us to move on to this next level. And now we don't have a lot of data to go off of. We could go to the intraday move today and see what happened. But as you can see, it was just a massive sell-off. So we had the earnings run up, and this is on the 15-minute time frame, and then we just sold off today. And then we tried to recover. However, to me, this looks like a bear flag. I don't see this being a reversal right now due to the beating we took today. So my entry, if I was trading XPeng, I would want to get in either around this support 36.51, but before I got in, I would see how it reacted around this level. Do we consolidate? Do we pause? And do we find buyers and head back up? Or do we just blow right through this support area and head back down to this old support area. So before I actually got in, I would wait to see how we reacted around here. If we hang out around here and we don't, move too much to the downside below, then that would be a signal for me to go long, because I know that there aren't too many sellers here, or they're not enough to push it back down. However, if we do blow through it, then I would be patient, because most likely we would head back down to this 30 area. But so the main thing concerning with this, like I said, is just we don't have too much to go off of. We IPO'd back in August, and this company is still in its infinite stage, but it has a very similar business model to NIO, just because they're both EV makers in China. So before I got into this, I would like to see what it's doing around this support, and if it does fall through around this support. But if I were to take a trade on this support without really seeing what it would do around here, I'd make sure I'd keep my stop losses tight. So I'd stop out anything below this wick right here. So 35.59, I'd stop out, because once we get underneath this, we don't have much room till we don't have much to go off of until we fall back down to this area right here. So going into this, I would be cautious. I would just wait, see how it plays out. I wouldn't be too eager getting into it just now, just because it looks like we're heading still in a downtrend. This could be a reversal, but it could also be a bear flag. So going into the session on Monday, I would just like to see how things played out. But this could be, XPENG could be a direct competitor with NIO in China, as well as a direct competitor with Tesla cells in China. So this is a stock just to be on the lookout, just because they have a EV market in China similar to NIO. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for upcoming videos. Thank you.